Well, Mickey, it's been a long time coming, not just at Derby, but a Red Bull win in general, but a fantastic performance against Glamorgan. A really positive performance, first Red Bull win of the season. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm immensely proud and very happy with a performance like that. I thought we've played some very, very good cricket. I felt that when we came together after the Metro Bank and we got our guys back from the 100, I really felt in the dressing room, and I mentioned it to the guys, that we had become a team. There was a warmth in that dressing room which was fantastic. So I did feel it. You kind of feel it's coming because I know how hard we've worked for this. But I think we found a method as well, particularly at home. We've been trying to find methods to win at home, and I think we've stumbled upon one. And you still got to play well once you've got a method, but I think we've stumbled upon it.
Yeah, and just go back to day one, you win the toss, and you've already said in other interviews it was a good toss to win, but how many times have we seen that good tosses to win don't get translated into results? So the likes of Zach Chappell, Pat Brown, Lewis Rees on day one still had to put the effort in to get us into a good position. Yeah,
they did, and we talk about setting tone. Setting tone is so important, and I thought Zach was outstanding. Yeah, as he's been all season, he's been superb this year for us. His body's nearly fallen apart, but he's still going, and he's played the most cricket he's ever played. But he's doing it for us, and I thought he was superb. He set tone unbelievably well there on day one, which was great. And then once that tone gets set, then you've got to bat well, and I thought Kamey and Matters were really good, but I thought Anuj Dal was exceptional. I thought Anuj's innings at that point in time, he took us out of reach of Glamorgan, was a fantastic innings. And then you come to the second innings, and I say we have an attack, and it's called an attack for the simple reason. You can't have anybody in it who does the same. So when the wicket flattens out, we had Pat Brown who bowled 11 overs on the trot and bowled 11 overs at pace, and I thought he was fantastic. Nick Potts ably assisted him, and then our spinners come into their own. It was great seeing Jack Morley wheeled away. I thought he was outstanding, and there's a lot of potential in David Lloyd. So all in all, I thought it was a really, really good performance, and one that I'm very proud of.
Yeah, and you talk about pride there. I suppose one of the most pleasing aspects of this is that we've seen a few times in your tenure so far the team get into positions to win Red Bull games and then maybe not be able to grasp it. In this game, whenever opportunities presented themselves, they were taken, and that must be so pleasing.
Yeah, it is pleasing, and it hasn't only been a Red Bull. It's been a white ball as well. I've felt that we've dominated games and played exceptionally well, and then, as you've said, the moment's presented itself and we haven't been able to nail it. In this game, we were on point. Yeah. We were on point, bar one or two drop catches. We were on point, and the opportunity to win the game presented, and generally somebody stood up and took it. And that's what I'm proud about, because that's a confidence. There's an inner confidence in doing that. When you win, you kind of learn how to win, and your first win takes a hell of a long time. And I'm saying first win as a group, as a new dressing room. It takes a while, but once you've won once, you know how to do it, and it becomes easier and easier.
Yeah, and really this has been, we say a long time coming, but really the last month has been a really positive flow, where the Metro Bank One Day Cup started, and that was a really kind of competitive campaign. 5 wins, fall narrowly short on net run rate, but there was a lot of positives to take from that, a lot of good feeling for the players. Then coming into this game and winning, it's all just building up into a really positive wave, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is, but I've known that.
Yeah,
I've known that for ages. I know the quality of our squad. I know the quality of our players. I know the quality of our dressing room. So every time I have to talk away when we've squandered a position or haven't quite got over the line, it's been really frustrating, because I know what we're building, and I know what the quality of player that now sits in our dressing room, and I know where we want to take this team. So to get this over the line is very, very, very satisfying.
Yeah, and we look ahead to Sussex next week. there's a lot of players, there's 11 players on that field who have put their hands up, but there's also players in the second 11 this week, the win over Yorkshire, who have put their hands up and are competing for places. So I suppose it gives you a little bit of a headache going into the next game.
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's a lot of guys with very, very sore bodies, and I don't know where it's going to take a day or two to work out exactly where we sit. What I do know is we got Harry Moore playing one day of the second 11 game tomorrow. Got Darren Dupavillon playing day 1 and day 2. We've got a pretty stable top 6 now. I say top 7 with Anuj there. So where I set out for this team to be, we're kind of there. And again, it is so pleasing. And all we've needed, and you touched on the Metrobank, all we needed was a bit of momentum. I thought we were very, very, very good in that comp. Bearing in mind we had 4 players at the 100. We had Alex Thompson, who's vital for us in that comp, out injured. So invariably 5 players out. For us as a squad, that's immense. Yet the players that we've brought in have stood up all the time. And that makes me very, very pleased. I want selection headaches every day of the week. I don't want to be scrounging around to find 11 fit players. So we're going in the right direction. I'm really happy.